Hello everybody, outdoor season is upon us and I feel like it's time to clean my bow. Now this video is more centered around the bow riser than anything else because, at least for my bow, it's made out of aluminum and then it's got, the paint and then a nice clear coat on top of that, so it's really easy to clean. Carbon risers should, I would say, generally be the same, but I personally don't own one. But at least this will give you some ideas if you're looking to clean your riser, how to go about it. So we got a nice dirty riser here. And I'm going to show you what you need to clean it. Alright, besides the riser itself to clean, you're going to need some Q-tips to get into those harder to reach areas. That way you don't have to take apart your entire bow. You're more than welcome to if you want to, but I personally rather leave my plunger on, my grip on, and my sight mounting block on my riser. And you can't take off most arrow rests. They're actually usually taped on, so you don't want to rip one of those off. It'll screw up your tuning anyway. Don't really want to move my clicker. If you wanted to do these things, either mark them, make sure everything's tight, and then proceed to take them off your riser. It technically would make it a little easier, but with the Q-tips, we can avoid removing any of those pieces. So to help out the Q-tips, we have some 70% isopropyl alcohol. Just to get those hard to reach areas, you don't need to do the whole bow in it. And it evaporates really fast, so it's not going to sit on the riser to eat through your clear coat and paint and such. Next up, now, this is more general. I happen to have a black bow and a black car, so it's convenient that I have this black box turtle wax. So I can pretty much treat it the same way as I, use it to treat my car and polish that. In general, you just want some kind of wax. So if you don't have a black bow, then you're just going to probably want to get some kind of clear car wax, and you're pretty much going to do the same process. This is a few more steps, but it's the same concept. You're going to wax it on, let it dry a little bit, wax it off, and you're going to have a really nice protective coat, and it's going to make the bow look really good. And, it'd actually probably wick off some of the water and stuff if you end up shooting in the rain in the summertime. So let's go about cleaning this bow now. Now, one last thing before we get started. You're probably going to want something to cover your workspace so you don't get your table or whatever you're working on dirty. You're going to want some cloths or rags to clean off the wax and things you use to clean your riser. You may want something for your hands, if you have sensitive skin, or this stuff actually leaves a bit of like a black residue that gets into your fingers and stuff like that. So I rather avoid that when I'm trying to shoot. So I'm going to wear some gloves so that I don't get my hands dirty. Because you can see, that's a bit of a black paste. So let's go ahead and clean this bow. So I have some on this pad already. And we're just going to do circular motions up and down the riser. Now you'd be surprised. You're not hitting, you don't have a lot of surface area on these risers, but a little bit goes a really long way. Some of the harder things in the new risers are all these cut throughs for the air and such. Alright, so now I've applied the first step. Now, for anybody else not using some kind of setup like this, you may just want to wax your riser twice. That way you definitely have everything nice and coated, nice and clean, nice and protected. I'm going to go and start rubbing this wax off. And already you can start to tell there's a huge difference between the waxed and the unwaxed. It's getting very shiny. Some little points when you start really getting your hands involved in cleaning this off is you want to watch, moving your clicker or bumping into your arrow rest and, bending or moving that. The odds are very unlikely, but you know, you never know, I guess. So, you know, just be careful in those areas, because, you know, those are two spots that you could possibly, you know, mess with, and you will see a, you know, drastic result when you go to shoot the bow again, once you put it back together. So I'm going to continue to do this, and I'll show you when we are all done. So we have finished waxing the bow. Now we're going to go and hit some of the finer points. I would say the dirtiest spot on mine is going to be right around this arrow rest area. So this is where the isopropyl alcohol and little cotton swabs are going to be coming into place. Some extra isopropyl alcohol. And we're just going to take this and we're just going to rub it into these areas. And we're going to clean up some of this white stuff. So we got that. Those are just markings. Can rub some of them off. And you just want to go about that. You can see we're already taking off some of the gunk. Now you don't want to go too crazy, but you know, just clean it up, make it look nice. It might even function a little bit better once it's all clean. You know, any gunk getting in the way of some of the magnets and such. All right, now we have finished cleaning the riser. I think it's looking pretty great. It's really shiny now. Now you can see some, you know, some wear spots. You know, I do shoot a lot, so that's expected. But overall, it looks really good. Well, I hope this video helped you out. Thank you for watching, and as always, happy shooting. Please like and subscribe.